What's up, goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen how to cook. And today we're making Dominican porridge in the kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple. Make sure you subscribe, goodie, if you have not, and turn on your post notification on so you won't miss any other uploads. For all the returning goodie on the don't know so the girl loving on the ready to cook. Come on, let's go. Alright, goodie, make we cook up this Dominican porridge in the kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple. Now, I have my Dominican here that I bought in the farmer's market. Now, we want to go ahead. The first thing you want to do is give it a nice rinse on the cold running water. Now, I'm using about, I'll say a cup or just a little over a cup of the Dominican. I'm going to put the rest aside. So I did maybe use about a half of what was in the bag. And I'll use that for another recipe another day, right? But just give the corn a nice rinse on the cold running water because it does have starch on it, you guys. So go ahead and rinse it off until the water is nice and clear. Now, after the water is nice and clear and it looking like that, you want to go ahead and add it into your water on your stove top. Now, to get started, I'm using about 8 cups of water. Now, this Dominican does take a while to cook, you guys, so we may have to add more water. I need to make sure it's tender, right? But before you go any further, you want to flavor it up. So I'm using a couple of bay leaves here. I'm putting 1 cinnamon stick and I'm using some cloves here. I'm using whole cloves, but if you have the powdered clove, you could go ahead and use it. I'm using about 6 to 7 cloves. That's all you need because cloves are very strong, so be gentle with it, okay? Now you want to flavor up your corn right here because if you don't add salt to the water here, the corn is going to have no taste when you finish making the recipe. So go ahead and add your corn and then you cover it up. Put your fire at a high heat and allow it to cook until nice and tender. Now, after my hominy corn was cooked nice and tender, it smells so good, you guys. That cinnamon stick on it and those cloves is nothing to play with. It smells so good. It's cooked. It looks just like this. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next step. But just be sure that you check your corn to be sure that it's cooked. If it's not cooked, you go ahead and add some more water and make it cook, right? Now you're going to go in and add your coconut milk of choice. If you want to use a canned one, you go ahead and use that. You could use the cream one. You could use like the hard one, or you could use the powdered coconut or the fresh coconut. It will be your choice to make, okay? But I'm using fresh coconut here. Now I'm going to salt the water. Okay, remember you only did salt the corn before. So now we're going to salt up the porridge. We add some of the salt, we add some cinnamon, we add some nutmeg here. Just be sure that you flavor up your porridge really good. So I did add the cinnamon first and nutmeg after. It doesn't matter which one you add first, just make sure you add cinnamon and nutmeg to it, and vanilla, of course. Okay, my vanilla is done, you guys, as you can see. Now to give it that boost of flavor, I'm adding some almond extract. Now almond extract is a very strong ingredient as well, so you want to go ahead and put a few drops in it, okay, not a lot, and give it a nice mix right here. Now my fire here at this time is turned down from a high heat to a medium heat, so be sure that it's at a medium heat, okay? Now in here I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour and I did add some water to it. I didn't measure the water, you guys. I just went ahead and add water to it to loosen up the flour. It looks like that, and now you're going to put it in the porridge. Now this is very important, you guys. If you're making this for your first time, don't just throw everything in there like I did, okay? This is for the professional then. Make sure that you put a little at a time. Just add a little at a time and mix. A little at a time and mix until it gets thickened, okay? If you're going to throw it in like I did, just be sure that you're spinning this bad boy constantly because it will become lumpy. Okay, so I would suggest that you guys go ahead and just put a little at a time, mix a little at a time, mix until you've added everything in. Now once you put it in there, and if it's not thick enough, you could always add some more, but I did start off with 1 cup of flour, okay? Now all you're going to do here is cover it up at a medium heat, and when you're done, it's going to look like this. You want to allow that flour, you guys, to cook. Okay, you don't want to cook porridge. Let's just say this, let's slow it down. You don't want to cook, or you don't want to sweeten your porridge if your flour is not cooked. Okay, so the trick to this is make sure your flour is cooked, because you got a bang belly. Okay, bang belly goodie. All right, so after the flour is cooked, everything is come together really nicely. It smells amazing. You could really smell the aroma from that cinnamon. Cinnamon stick smells so amazing, and that almond extract, you could smell it. It is so awesome. Okay, so now it's time to sweeten. Now I'm using my sweetened condensed milk here, and I'm using the entire can to it. Okay, now your sweetener is going to be your sweetener of choice. You could add sugar to yours if you like, but I didn't add any sugar to mine. The 1 can of sweetened condensed milk was fine, you guys. Just make sure that you sweeten to your taste buds. All right, and that was it. Now at this step here, turn your fire down. Once you start to sweeten your porridge, you want to go ahead and turn your stove down to a low heat, or you just turn it off altogether, because if you sweeten your porridge while the pot is still bubbling at a medium heat, your porridge will then become very watery. Okay, liquefied. So go ahead and turn your fire off once you start your sweeten method, and be sure that you get everything from the bottom, because hominy corn porridge does have a tendency to stick the corns in the bottom of the pot. So just go ahead and mix constantly or consistently to be sure that all the corn has lifted from the bottom of the pot and everything come together nice, right? And that is what it looks like, and we are ready to serve. It is such an amazing dish. This is an authentic recipe, you guys. Mama used to make this almost every Friday. I me tell you something. When Mama make this on a Friday, me always sitting and wait for my one, because me know say a two bowl of American porridge me I drink with some bread and butter. Okay, so good, so good. Now, if you guys are still watching me cooking thus far, come almost to the end of the video, subscribe, make sure to do that. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications, so that way you will know when I drop every time a video, a brand new one. Okay, and thumbs it up, because when you thumbs it up on YouTube, so you like it, then we push the videos them through into a wider audience, and the channel will grow and the video will grow. So go ahead and thumbs it up. Now we're going to serve, honey, and as you can see, the hominy corn porridge is amazing. The corn is given. Okay, the corn is given. This is one of them dishes that you have to try. It is so filled with flavor, and not only flavor, but it's good because I can't wait to say. Now, just a little decor idea. I just went ahead and sprinkled a little bit more of the cinnamon powder on top, a little bit of the nutmeg as well. I decored it with one of the cinnamon stick and one of the bay leaves, just for decor purposes, and that was it. Okay, that was it. Just be sure, okay, that you are in fact loving these recipes. Okay, don't just watch me cooking out. Tell a friend, bring them, come and send them come. Tell the man up the street, tell the girl along the road. Tell them what go on over here, man. Don't just save all this good love for yourself. Bring them, come and send them come. I'm waiting. And when you get done doing all of that, after you done thumbs up the video, and when you get done doing all of that, tell me what you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy!